Hello, this is Alex from the National Weather Service in Pocatello with your Southeast Idaho weather hazard briefing for Thursday, October 3rd. The main impacts over the next few days will be a cold front that's going to sweep through Southeast Idaho Friday. That front will bring some mountain snow, some valley rain showers, and windy conditions, especially Friday afternoon. And we'll take a look at those details shortly. Saturday, breezy and cooler, and then we're expecting another round of freezing conditions over the weekend. So if you haven't had that freeze yet, which most of you have, you may see it this weekend. And then a pretty quick warm up early next week, followed by the potential for another cold front and round of breezy to windy conditions by the middle of next week. Taking a look at the timeline, again, we've got the hard freeze for this morning across the Magic Valley and Snake Plain. Many areas are in the 20s this morning to low 30s. Taking a look at Friday, we see those snow shower potential areas in yellow, and wind and blowing dust potential for Friday for the Snake Plain. At this time, not expecting any significant impacts for the days following Friday. Take a look at the forecast radar for Friday. Areas in blue indicate snow, areas in green indicate rain. So as we go through the morning, we can see an area of snow showers approaching the central Idaho mountains, getting into Stanley by sunrise Friday morning, and then getting through Salmon and Chalice through the morning hours. This could create some slick spots, particularly for mountain passes Friday morning. As we continue to go through the morning, start to see the potential for some rain and snow showers developing across the upper Snake Highlands and the eastern highlands towards the Montana border and the Wyoming border as well. So by early afternoon, we start to see those snow showers and rain showers below 7,000 feet, with snow showers continuing across the central Idaho mountains through the mid-afternoon hours. There is the potential for an isolated thunderstorm as well for Friday afternoon. So that's a look at how that is forecast to continue to progress as we go through Friday evening. And so by midnight, Friday night, most of the precipitation is forecast, if not all of the precipitation is forecast, to have come to an end by that time. Take a look at the satellite overview. We can see that area of low pressure just off the Washington coast here this morning. That low will move eastward on Friday, and that'll drag that cold front through during the day Friday. After the cold front passes by, that's when the breezy conditions are expected to develop. Speaking of those breezy conditions, let's take a look at that wind forecast. First, we'll start with today. We will see some breezy conditions across the mid and upper slopes across the central Idaho mountains with south to southeast wind gusts, maybe the 20 to 30 mile per hour range. Again, that's at the mid and upper slopes, and then across our southern highlands as well. So there could at times be a southerly crosswind for Interstate 86 this afternoon. But the stronger winds will arrive on Friday, again behind the cold front. By noon, the front should be located along the I-15 corridor, and that's when we'll start to see the winds pick up. These are your Friday morning winds, which are mostly breezy at this stage, with gusts in the 25 to 30 mile per hour range out of the west and southwest. But watch what happens once we go to Friday afternoon. By now, the cold front is well into Wyoming, and west to southwest winds here in the 35 to potentially 45 mile per hour range across the southern Snake Plain. With winds of this strength, there is the potential for blowing dust along the I-15 corridor. Hard to say if it's going to be enough to cause a significant reduction of visibility due to the fact that the soil moisture is more moist than normal. However, typically with winds this strong, blowing dust does become a concern for us. And look at the winds Friday evening. They'll gradually diminish, but in the early or overnight hours, they'll still remain breezy to occasionally windy. We'll see another weak cold front pass through on Saturday, and that'll maintain some of the breezy conditions, but much less breezy for Saturday. Of note, there is the potential for a few light snow showers Saturday afternoon, generally across the Lemhi region and those areas adjacent to the Wyoming border, basically in the areas that I circled there. Now backing up again, this is the forecast snow totals for Friday for the early morning hours, and we showed you on the forecast radar timing and location. But in terms of forecast amounts and some of these darker blue colors here, getting into the 1 to 3 inch range, most areas near and along the Wyoming and Montana border should see generally under an inch, but maybe an isolated 3 inch total right along the Montana border in some of the higher terrain there. Taking a look at temperatures, they'll be right around seasonal averages for today, which means mid to upper 60s across the southern Snake Plain and eastern Magic Valley. But those temperatures will drop around 10 to 15 degrees for Friday, and similar high temperatures expected for Sunday as well. But once we get into Monday, we'll start to see that warm up, with temperatures rising about 10 to 15 degrees by Monday and Tuesday. Tuesday, not shown here, but Tuesday temperatures are currently forecast to be well into the 70s across the southern Snake Plain and eastern Magic Valley. Low temperatures, as we mentioned earlier, be back below freezing for lows for this weekend. A quick look at your 8 to 14 day outlook. Odds favor a continuation of below average temperatures during this time across the Northwest, with precipitation ranging from odds favoring below average precipitation across the far southeast to trending to above average precipitation as you head north and west. So again, summarizing, really the main impacts for the next few days are expected to occur on Friday, with the mountain snow showers and windy conditions across the Snake Plain and eastern Magic Valley. That'll conclude today's briefings. If you have any comments, questions, or feedback, we welcome those to the phone number or email address you see there. Thank you.